Hey, and welcome back. So this one is a lot shorter. We're talking about the equation screen. So if you're going to calculator, again, we went through calculation and graph of the equations. It's the next one. So you can hit 3 and hit 3 again to go in. And it allows you the ability to add an equation. So we're going to try and solve this equation right here. So I'm going to hit enter. I'm just going to put in an empty equation. I like that best usually. So 2 parentheses 3x minus 17. Close the parentheses, plus 10 equals 4x minus 2, enter, and then you hit solve, which is right here. And it says x equals 11. And it says, ignored predefined variable. So let me step back for a second and just talk about what that means. So if you go into here, into your variables. So I'm going to go into the calculation and get it bars. We have some expressions, and it looks like we have an x value saved in here. That was from earlier. So I'm just going to delete those out because I'm solving for x and I had a variable in there saved as x. Okay, so let's go back to the home screen and over to our equation editor. And then we can go down to solve the equation, and it says x equals 11. And that's because we didn't have x predefined as some other value. So if you see that happen, just note that you may have already set x or saved it earlier. You can clear that out, or you can just ignore that. The one at the top is the correct one. So it solves the equation for you. So this can solve equations for you. So these variables are in these equations. You can solve equations in one variable. So I'm going to delete this one. I can add another equation. You can see I can add x squared. I can have x to the third. So you can solve equations with one variable. First one just had x's. So this one's going to have x squared. So 3x squared plus 5x minus 12 equals 0. So those of you who are working in your quadratic unit, this would be good because it can solve quadratics for you. We can go to solve the equation, and it gives the answers. It also gives you the value of the discriminant, which is something that you might like to know. The discriminant is that part of the quadratic formula that's underneath the square root, b squared minus 4ac. And since it's underneath the square root symbol, the sign of that discriminant tells us how many solutions there are. Because if there's a positive square root and we're getting plus or minus a positive number, you'll get two real values. If it's 0, plus or minus 0 doesn't change the value of an expression, so you get 1. And if it's negative, you get plus or minus a square root that has a negative in, which if you haven't explored that, that gives you the imaginary number system and gets you into the number plane off of the number line. So these are the solutions to that quadratic, or those are the zeros. And then finally, we have another quadratic in here as well. So again, I'm going to go empty, x minus 3 squared plus 20 equals 4. Now, why did I put a second quadratic in? Let's find out. Let's go to solve the equation. And this says the polynomial has no real roots. So if you get that, what that means is that we have that determinant, negative 64, that's underneath the radical, so it's looking for the square root of negative 64. That's not real. So you can say, oh, great, there's no real solutions if that's what you're looking for. But the other thing you can do is you may want to get those solutions. So to do that, you go to your settings and you go to result format. And you can change this to, let's see if I want it, complex format. Sorry, go to complex format. And you can change this to from real, those will only give us real answers, to Cartesian. So this will give us answers that are on the number plane. This only gives you answers on the number line. So if you want answers that are on the number plane, which would include imaginary, we go to that. And then we go back to our equations and we ask to solve. And then it gives you the answers of 3 plus or minus 4i. Okay. So, and again, if you get a solution that you want, you can go over here and you can hit bars, and then you can store that. I could store this as a. So now that solution is stored into my variables as a, and I can then use that on a different screen. So if you solve an equation and you need to use it in the calculation page, you can save it. So those are equations in one variable. You can also solve equations in 2 or more variables, a system of equations. But what you need to know about this thing, you can see there's a system here, x plus y, x plus y plus z, here's x plus y plus z plus d. If you solve a system of equations, so an equation that has more than one variable, you need to only have variables of the first degree. You can't solve a system that has variables of multiple degrees. Okay. So these first two are x plus y. So I'm going to use this template, and I'm just going to go over and change this to 2x, change it to 3y, and change it to 12. Hit enter. I'm going to add another equation. You can see it makes what looks like a system. Oops, see if I can get that to 3x minus 5y equals -16. Enter. And you go down to solve the system. And it gives you the x, y coordinates that are a solution to that system. So those are two lines. Okay, 2x plus 3y equals 12, and 3x minus 5 equals -16. Those are two lines. And they intersect at that specific point. Oops, I forgot the negative sign. I thought they were going to be a little nicer than that. Okay, not a lot nicer. So 12/19 and 68/19. So those are the intersection point. You could have also solved this through the grapher, which we showed in a different video. But you can, if you want to just find the solutions, algebra, kind of the numeric solutions, you can do it here. If you want to see it, you can do the other one. All right, so now I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add an equation. This one has x, y, and z. And what you'll notice is, one, there are 3 variables, but also there are 3 equations. Because to solve a system with 3 variables, we need 3 equations. And I'll show you, and I should have probably put on the worksheet, but I'll show you what happens when you don't have 3. Let's just start here. If you have 3 variables and 2 equations, and I say solve this system, it gives you solutions for x, y, and z in terms of another variable t, or in this case, z, really. So we'd say, well, let's let z equal z. X is equal to -9z plus 39 over 10, and y is equal to -z minus 19 over 10. Okay. And there's an infinite number of solutions, because depending on what z is, it can change that. So it gives you the relationship, though, which is nice. And then finally, you can add a last equation. This will allow it to get a specific solution, a unique solution. And oops, that 2 is in the wrong spot. 13. And you can see there's the intersection of those 3 lines in the coordinate space. So 3, -2, 1, when x, y, and z are those values, all those equations are true. All right, so that's how you use the equation solver.